Lads, welcome back to the Kosi Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. Welcome back to a brand new video. Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0. We are back. That is the performance that I wanted to see. That is a performance that we have taken a long time without seeing from this Arsenal side, and that was absolutely beautiful. Mind you, this was not the whole team. This was not a team with Declan Rice. He's out injured. This was not a team with Benjamin White. He's out injured as well. And it was absolutely sublime. And I think there were a few changes as well that were really notable. Of course, you didn't see Kai Havertz start this game. It was, Gabriel Jesus starting up top. I think he had a good game for the first time in my life. I can say Gabriel Jesus has had a good game this campaign. We saw Leandro Trossard starting ahead of Gabriel Martinelli, who has been picking up form recently. But Martinelli didn't play in this game. Is it an injury? Is it because he's tired? Probably because he is tired. But the big highlight is that performance and how good it was and how satisfying it is for your team to put in such a performance. Beautiful scenes at the Emirates Stadium. If we can keep this up, if we can keep clean sheets, if we can keep up to 11 players by the end of the game, and if we can start scoring goals like we did, I can assure you, come the 1st of January, the table will be looking very, very different. I want to know who was your man of the match in this game. I'm straight away going to go with Bukayo Saka, but I think Martin Odegaard deserves a big, massive shout out. I think Odegaard really changes this game. The amount of times he tries to create something, the amount of times he tries to play a through ball, it is just insane. Like, there are not so many players that are really crazy about playing through balls. There are not so many players in the world, especially now that the traditional number 10 is dying. There are not so many players that are really crazy and are really dedicated to just creating chances. It's Martin Odegaard. That's what he does. You look at the first goal, it's Odegaard trying to create something for Saka. You look at, and he had a couple of chances himself as well in the first half. You look at the second goal as well. I really love the fact that Odegaard is back, and I really think it's very, very important for us. But let's get into it. Now, the starting 11 was a little bit different from what we expected, or from what I expected. I don't want to, make it on, everyone. But it was a little bit different from what I thought we would see, especially given the fact that I thought Mikel Arteta was going to put out his best 11. Now, why he played Jorginho, I can't understand. Did Partey feel something? Was he not sure about Thomas Partey? Probably we'll get to know from his press conference reaction. But the starting 11 that we saw was a little bit different from what I thought we would see. So in that midfield area, I thought Partey would start with Merino and Odegaard. It was Jorginho. And up top, I thought we would see Martinelli, Saka, and Havertz. We actually saw Trossard, who had, I would say, a good first half. And then the second half, I think it kind of ran away from him. Then Saka had a very, very beautiful performance, a very, very good game, and then obviously, your boy Gabriel Jesus. Like I said, for the first time, I can say Gabriel Jesus has had a good game. So a couple of changes. And I know many of you were really not sure about how do you react, how do you feel about this lineup. And personally, I wasn't sure about how to feel about that lineup. It looked like, this is the usual Arsenal team, just a couple of changes. But then there are so many questions about why is Partey on the bench? Why is Martinelli on the bench? And why is Kai Havertz on the bench? But probably one of the things that Mikel Arteta is trying to learn is rotation and usage of your squad. And we've seen it today. Ethan Nwaneri coming in for Martin Odegaard, Saka going off, Raheem Sterling coming on, and Nwaneri has come on and scored, and Sterling has come on and created an assist as well. We have also seen Partey being put on the bench. Partey is a key player for Arsenal, so rotating him is definitely welcome whenever you can do it. Calafiori has been taken off, and Timber has been taken off as well. So Mikel Arteta, slowly but surely, he is learning the discipline of using your whole squad and protecting your best players. But let's get into the game, because I thought the performance overall was really beautiful, right? The numbers speak for themselves. if you look at these statistics, 19 shots on goal for Arsenal, 7 on target, 67% ball possession, 591 touches. And then you compare them to the other side, where Nottingham Forest have been limited to 0 shots on goal, right? Possession just to 33 and only 295 touches. You can see that this is the Arsenal we know. And for me, that is the highlight. We are back. The team is back. I could see the spirit. We played a game of two halves. We played a game where, the first half was intense, and the second half was about game management. It was more about, can we grab a second, but even if we don't, can we make sure that we are in control of the game, right? And that is what these statistics show you. That is what these numbers show. 67% ball possession. That is what it shows, that despite the fact that Arsenal really were on top of the game, we also suffocated Nottingham Forest. And I like it. I like it when Arsenal just suffocate a team, especially Nottingham Forest. They've been in form, by the way. I think they've been coming into this game. Nottingham Forest were among the top, the top 5, right? And even after losing this game, they're still among the top 6 with 19 points. I mean, imagine this. If Nottingham Forest had won this game, right? If they had won this game, they would be up to 22 points, right? They would be up to 20 points. They would have the same number of points as Chelsea, who are third. So it's really crazy how they've got here, but it really doesn't matter for me. What really matters is Arsenal have put in a good shift against a team that I can call decent at the time, a team that I can say is probably in form. That is number one. Number two, let's talk about the general approach to the game by the team and probably Mikel Arteta. The intensity of this game was different. The speed, hit the like button and let me know in the comment section. Did you realize that it was faster? The football was faster. Did anyone realize that the football was a little bit faster? Did anyone realize also that we utilized both flanks very well, the left-hand side and the right-hand side? Obviously, with Odegaard coming back and Saka as well being a key part of the team, you're going to have a lot of your attacks focused down the right-hand side. But I think this was a game where I can say the left-hand side has been utilized. And it's true. So those are the first two things I saw. We started off with real intensity and we ended with real intensity. Actually, by the time the game ended, if you asked me which team is likely to score another, it was Arsenal. And make no mistake, Forest have had their chances, they've had their moments. They did score one that was ruled out offside. Arsenal did score one that was ruled out of offside as well. But if you compare their success in this game, if you compare the efforts in this game and you compare Arsenal's efforts in this game, it is better than what we did against Liverpool. It is better than what we did against Man City. It is better than what we did against Atalanta. It is better than what we did against Shakhtar. It is better than what we have done this campaign. And the things that all Arsenal fans have been asking for, why is it so lethargic? Why is it so slow? Why are we playing in a very lethargic manner? Because even if you're losing games, even if it's not good enough, it is clear and it is clear as day and night when your team is not playing well. Against Bournemouth, no, we didn't play well. Against Newcastle, no, we didn't play well. Now, yes, the team has had a couple of players coming back, right? But I think the same principles should stick. We should be seeing a team that is ready to start with high intensity, to start games with, at a high tempo. I really love Atalanta. I really do. I think what Gasperini has done with them, and when we played them, you saw it. He has created a monster of a pressing team. I really hope that I get a chance to do a documentary about Gasperini's Atalanta. They are relentless. They are ruthless. And that's what we saw from Arsenal today. Relentless, ruthless. When we lose the ball, we hunt in packs. When we get the ball, we are running, we are creating spaces, we are making those selfless runs off the ball. I really loved Mikel Merino's performance today. I really loved Calafiori's performance today. And these are players that literally They didn't score. You can't say they scored. You can't say they had an assist in the game. But those selfless runs off the ball, those selfless actions, that is what the team has been lacking. When Odegaard is on the ball, do we have players that are ready to receive? Do we have players that are making space for themselves? And then do we have other players that are occupying the opposition? I think we have seen that today, and it has been absolutely, absolutely brilliant. So the performance is commendable, the clean sheet commendable, and again, I think it was kind of a mistake for Nottingham Forest. And we'll talk about Forest. I usually want to give the opposition, 1 or 2 minutes, but I think it was a mistake for them to play Taiwo Awoniyi instead of Chris Wood. I feel like Chris Wood has been in form, but I also don't see what Awoniyi gives you really that Chris Wood wouldn't. Of course, Awoniyi has got that physicality, the pace, and I think he was meant to disrupt Saliba and Gabriel, but the communication was top notch between those two. The discipline. There were a few things there, right? But much better. Much, much better. And I remember, guys, I told you that this Arsenal team, the red cards we are picking up, just a moment, they don't seem like red cards, right? They don't seem like red cards that are, coming from dangerous play. They're red cards that are coming from tired bodies, tired legs, and then, a player that is out of the moment. You look at the Declan Rice one, you look at the Trossard one. Saliba again, Trossard plays the ball back, and then, Saliba is trying to cover for him, and then, hence he gets a red card. So you can see that we can work on this discipline issue and resolve it as quickly as possible. It's all about not switching off. It's all about being in the right mentality. It's all about, keeping the right mindset. And we were very good at it today. Chances and goals, right? Chances and goals. Now, we could have had more. Timber should have scored. No question there. Timber should have scored. Saka should have scored one more at least. At least one more, right? At least one more, because he got very good chances produced by Timber. Gabriel Jesus should have scored. Martin Odegaard should have scored too. So we have wasted 5 big chances. And I'm not here to complain about the chances missed. I'm here to commend the creativity. I've always said this, that you can't convert. I mean, it's very, very, I've seen it before. Clubs having a 90% conversion accuracy in a game, right? But it's very difficult. And that is why I was challenging Mikel Arteta. You literally can't say, we are going to defend very well, create 2 chances, take one of them or take both of them. You can even create up to 10 chances and just take one of them. You can even create up to 20 chances or 30 chances and take none of them. So the key is to create more chances, because you do not have these clinical prolific profiles of Victor Gyökeres or Robert Lewandowski, Benzema. You don't have those profiles. What do? Create more chances so that your geezers can waste some and convert some. And that's what we've done today. This performance felt comfortable in my heart. When I was watching the game, I was so comfortable because I knew this team is capable of creating these chances now. I could see chance after chance after chance after chance even before we scored. And actually, the best chances, the best goals that we have scored were not our best chances. I can tell you that Saka had a much easier chance. The one that was set up by Timber. Was it Timber? Yeah, Timber. Than the one he scored. Odegaard had 2 easier chances than the chance that was scored by Partey. I think Nwaneri's chance was, pretty much very, very nice and very good. And I want to talk about Nwaneri. Ethan Nwaneri is a special character. And Mikel Arteta, come May, if he doesn't win the league, he's going to have himself in pain, in absolute pain, because he didn't trust Nwaneri earlier on. Without Odegaard, he is the next best thing to creating chances, creating spaces, and producing goals. Aside Saka. And he didn't trust him. And I think what Ethan Henry has done this season is to tell Mikel Arteta, hey man, this is what I can do. Every single time he doesn't complain about minutes, he literally just goes, hey man, this is what I can do. He's a brilliant player. Brilliant player. Anyway, guys, I want to know your man of the match. Odegaard with an assist for Saka, but I think most importantly, the drive in the team, the leadership in this team. He's given them hope. He's given them a reason to go again. Saka, a goal and assist as well. But I think with Saka, he's been superb. Just superb in this game. Really just superb. Ricardo Calafiori, very good game. He had a very good game. Julian Timber had a very good game. I think you can argue, actually, that collectively the team was very good, right? So I've given my man of the match to Saka. But if anyone goes with Odegaard, I'm 100% in support of you. If anyone goes for Calafiori or Timber, I'm 50% in support of you. So let me know who was your man of the match and what do you think about the performance as we run into December now.